It's Night Drive! Today is February 14th, which means it's Valentine's Day night, so it's pretty much over for everybody else. But me, second shifters, baby! Or if you're third shifter, it already happened like last night in the morning hours, in the twilight. Oh, February 14th. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. It is Night Drive. I am Billy. It is 10 o'clock. Sort of. I know where your children are on Valentine's night. You worthless parents. You're trying to make a superhero, but you're only going to make a super villain. What does it mean? I am Billy at the_swan_man on Twitter. Reppin' for the Army of Snarkness podcast. You can follow Army of Snarkness on Twitter at Army of Snarkness. Like the Facebook page Army of Snarkness, and shoot us an email at armyofsnarkness@gmail.com. This is old hat. Download us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker, of course. Our homies. We love you, Spreaker. Spreaker.com. Fresh off a second cup of coffee, if you couldn't tell. Ready to embrace the night. It's Thursday. Valentine's night. Hope everybody had a good Valentine's night, or if you haven't yet, do so. With your bottle of wine, with your box of wine and your soiled McDonald's wrappers. Graphic. So, news of the day, news of the world. I don't know. Had a really weird experience that I may or may not, tell you right now concerning Valentine's Day, because this whole day has been just, like, directed by David Chase. Fucking sound cues are going on and shit in real life, like, not just in my fucking head either. Like, I go into a store, and it'll play the appropriate music, and then I get, something happens. It's crazy. So I have to get, parental... I'm gonna have to get consent before I can tell the full story, but it's just been one of those motherfucking days. Now, I don't remember when the world is supposed to end a la Ghostbusters 2 on Valentine's Day. I think it's like 20 years from now. I think it was 2033. Fuck it. I don't remember. But, hope everybody got stuffed with, candies. Or, stuffed somebody, or is getting stuffed. A complete consumer-driven holiday. I don't even know if there's a religious base in Valentine's Day. I mean, St. Valentine, the Christian martyr or whatever. Huh? I don't know. It's always been fucking nonsense to me, and I don't see anybody having, like, special Valentine's Day prayer service on every fucking, night. Although maybe it has something to do with... No, that doesn't add up. I don't know. I don't know! If you know, tell me. Please, because I'm all out of ideas on that one. Why it's St. Valentine's Day. Got nothing. Of course, St. Patrick's Day was a thing in Ireland, and in America, it's just booze. All those Irish immigrants having their sweet revenge by having an awesome party. So, woo! Looking forward to that next month. That's cool. First quarter is always really cool, especially when... The problem is where I am in Kentucky, the weather's been so bipolar. Like, most of the day today, I didn't have my jacket on, and my jacket off. Yeah! Jacket off, jacket off, jacket off. I had my jacket off because, because the sun was out, and oh so pretty. It was pretty nice, except for, like, a cold breeze, but it was very springy for February. Like, it's just, it's the new normal. Let's just get over it, kids. Let's accept it, grin and bear it, and enjoy it until we're all dead. So, like, it didn't even get cold. Like, the nighttime, there was a slight chill. But this is not, hardcore winter. But they claim that tomorrow I'm going to be talking to you guys and be like, I can't fucking drive! It's icy as shit! And I just shattered your eardrums. Like, I'm going to call you guys from beyond the grave on this Night Drive podcast because it's going to be iced over and slick. But it's supposed to be snowing sort of right now. And clear skies. Although it's a little cloudy. But it's always been... All day it's been like that. But the sun has come out. Regardless of what Metallica may have you believe, the sun came out, and it was nice. So, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping the weather doesn't wreck yet another gaming, podcasting kind of weekend, because, that's been part of the delay. Aside from legitimate technical worries and issues, fucking the weather, dude. To get out and record something with a group of people is a pain in the ass. A pain, major pain. Pain in the ass, man. Because fuck. It's fucking icy and cold and shit. Hard as fuck to get people out. when, you know, at the drop of a hat, they could be snowed in from said location forever. And it's like, Jesus Christ. It's just hard to get shit done in general. I mean, there's just a lot of things going on, that being one of them. And I had, I have plans for Saturday that aren't big, but they're a return to normalcy for me and the wife, and a good time had by all. You know, when we were scraping by, living off, living by the mall and shit. We used to just make the best of it because we didn't usually have a car at the time, and just walk or take the bus or whatever, and visit the mall with our couple of bucks and make the best of a shitty situation, at least for one day. You know, maybe catch a film. Catch a movie at the movie house. Movie house? Catch a movie at the theater. And, you know, get a fucking mall pretzel and maybe get, you know, some kind of, like a collectible action figure or something. Just, you know, eat at a restaurant and do what couples do. Of course, then after that, we'd be completely broke. Just destitute. But then we were used to that anyway, because we were already destitute going in. We just lucked out on, like, you know, an extra $60, so we'd blow it there. That way. Good stuff. So I'm looking for a return to that without having to worry about the destitute part afterwards. So all good stuff, you know, and hanging out with our friends and shit. Like we do if they get off their dead fucking asses! All of you motherfuckers! Most of them you've heard. So, give them some shit. You know the respective... you know the respective Twitter accounts and Facebook pages. Maybe some of them. Just saying. But that's Saturday. I'm looking to, you know, if it isn't snowed in and shit. But like I said, bipolar fucking weather has led to a bipolar me, which has led to a bipolar fucking everything. So, a lot of really cool, like, everyone's picked up, thanks to the internet, everybody being a quote-unquote geek now. Like I was saying, you know, several night drives ago. The whole thing where it's like, it gives me hope that everyone's into this culture. It's now a shared culture, and everybody's, you know, taking a little bit of sauce from everything and mixing it all together. And if you want it, you can have it. If you want disturbing fucking Transformers / fiction, I have the page for it on my Facebook. I get updates way too frequently about that shit. Or anything else, you know, Evil Dead, the remake, which looks super awesome now. Like, oh shit, they're going to bring the pain, I can't wait. Everything's got its thing. Cosplayers, and D20, and, you know, video game files, and I'll have a review on Colonial Marines dropping deuces maybe tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm feeling fishy. I don't want to review it before. We might do a live cast of the game, because that's something I want to do on Saturday, is I want to bring Colonial Marines into a little bit of co-op campaigning before I give a final poo-poo. And then you'll have an objective voice that's not Billy, who's an old fucking man and is easily impressed by FPSs as long as they hold true to, like, the subject matter. I'm like, yay, that was cool. What are you fuckers pissed about? So maybe we'll have a nice, you know, yin and yang there with the snarkness proper. Not in the snarkness proper. Maybe we'll do... It all depends on others. Ew, I hate them. Stupid other people getting in my fucking way. No, but theoretically. Probably drop some Colonial Marines on you guys for Saturday. I don't know. Going on the toy hunt tomorrow for sure. Like I said, I don't have to worry about being destitute, so I have the extra, like, you know, couple of bucks to maybe throw at an action figure. Looking for the old Bruce Willis from Retaliation. Haven't read Comedian yet. Saving it. So, Comedian number 5 review will drop when it gets there. Maybe tonight. Maybe Friday, maybe not, maybe Monday. Because, you know, I just like to chill out and read that bitch. Yeah, no interruptions. Very particular. Especially when it's a cool-ass storyline like that. Brian Azzarello, you son of a bitch. Ding! Well, what was I talking about being an old man with video games? Here's the thing. I sweat and fucking clean and jerked and did everything I could to get an Xbox 360 back when it was first released. It was the hot console, but a bunch of shit went very downhill for me very fast whilst, you know, that console was coming out. So, getting together the 300-something bucks to get the 360 when it was first came out, nigh impossible. Like, I was going to get it with my theater check, and that wasn't enough to cover it and cover the expenses that I had to pay for. Years I toiled, you know, and that was the brass ring, is getting the, you know, aside from, you know, trying to pay the new bills that I was slapped with and a whole lot of other shit and just live and do this thing called work for a living, quote-unquote a living, and find out, you know, the pitfalls of fucking minimum hour wage jobs and shit. And the expectations of ungrateful employers and so on and so forth. You know, real world shit. Slapping me in the face with its big real world cock just left and right. And I'm like, fuck. But that was the thing, man. Trying to get a 360. I didn't get one until, Jesus, I was 23, 2007? I want to say 2007. Sounds right. It's probably wrong, but 2007, Kayla, my not wife then, but soon to be, you know, she gets me one from one of the best birthday parties I had ever had across the board. 23 was a good fucking time. Better than it needed to be. I don't know why either. Like, that's a weird number to have a great fucking birthday party on. 22? It is 22. Jesus Christ. It's been a while though. 22nd birthday? That sounds right. Maybe it was 22. 23 was cool too. But wife throws good birthday parties. I'll say it's the 22nd. Whatever. She gave me a there's pictures and shit. I can reaffirm it. I'm just, you know, on the fly. Fuck. But yeah, so I finally get the Xbox 360. By then, though, that's like 2 or 3 years after I had taken an unwanted pause from certainly FPSs. I'm not the FPS guy. I'm not the pro. I played Halo 2 a little bit, and I was bored to fuck on the original Xbox. So I wasn't interested in, you know, anything else with Halo. Still haven't really gotten into it. That said, and Call of Duty, no. Look, man, I was inundated with World War II games that I didn't want to play. And the fact that everything's just fucking World War II, blah, 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 which is, you know, the seedlings for your Call of Duty Modern Warfare and shit like that. This is all, you know, didn't interest me. I was, you know, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 was the fucking joint. That's the 360 title. But, you know, it's just, I was removed from the gaming scene as far as FPSs go. Nothing really tickled my fancy, and I didn't care about Call of Duty. I didn't care about Halo, which left me sort of twisting in the wind as far as FPSs go. Now, always a Duke Nukem fan for life, son! And so when the new Duke Nukem came out, I was in a little more prosperous time, a little more money in my life. I could pre-order and just buy that bitch, and I did. And the midnight release was a big party for Billy. And it was fucking awesome. I enjoyed the shit out of Duke Nukem Forever. Still do. With the DLC. Yeah, motherfucker. I'm sick. But everyone else was like, boo, shitty! And while there's some basic stuff that was weird with it, it was the same Duke Nukem things as always. The puzzles were monotonous a little bit and pain in the ass. Like, yeah, it's Duke Nukem. Look, man, you act like you've never played a Duke Nukem. See, I'm playing it from that perspective. I'm not playing it from every game should change the face of the earth. Like, no, every game should just be true to what it needs to be. That's where Prey bored the fuck out of me. It was fucking lame. But, no, so I was down with the Duke Nukem. Down with it. Not because, you know, it's because it's Duke Nukem, bro. And it played like a Duke Nukem game. But with real titties! Titties everywhere! There's a strip club level. It's immature and stupid. You fucking A, it's Duke Nukem. The name says it all, man. Shit! Don't reboot Duke Nukem. Fuck you. Duke Nukem, the whole point of Duke Nukem is that he is so American it hurts. Duke Nukem is so American it hurts. He's everything, you know. He is Americana on a game. Fucking love him. Bows! You don't like that, you are the majority, you sheep. So when it comes to Aliens, Colonial Marines, the same kind of problems arise, where people are like, boo, what a cliche, and so on and so forth. Now, I haven't completed it. I've gotten to the part where they introduced the new twist, so, in the level, because it's not just xenomorphs, apparently. So, I don't know yet. I'm just saying, it's easy to impress me, because, look, man, do I point, the barrel at the thing and shoot it a lot? Yes. Cool. Do I, have the fucking grenades and the handgun, and is there smart guns later on? Fucking A, all of that's available. It's kind of like the PC game that I adored, AVP, which they haven't gotten right for consoles for some fucking reason. If it's anything like that, I'm sold. I'm glad I have it. And so far, it's pretty much that. So far, I'm just like, yeah, fucking A. But it's on a console, and I can play with my friends in the room with my friends, as opposed to strictly online. Win-win. I'm waiting for the shit to happen. The only thing I can say is that the opening, again, I think I said it last night, is that the opening film, the little cutscene, it clips because it's meant for PC, and then they converted it, quotation marks, to console. So, it doesn't clip like fuck up, it just has these fucking lines going through it. Where it's like trying to process the awesome might of the little disc. And yeah, the characters look like video game characters, but so? They're far more textured than anything that it's not PlayStation 3, it's